Hello, beautiful traders. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desmond Samuel, and welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly outlook. Now, if you just in case you're coming across this channel for the first time, this is a series that I'm actually running on this platform for traders and people who actually intend to become traders, professional traders. So I practically come on here every single weekend to give you guys the juiciest and the choicest trading setups that I'm personally looking out for. And yeah, so just sit back and then listen attentively and watch till the end. And make sure you watch it to the end because I like to leave the best setup for the last. All right. So without wasting any much time here, the first pair on my list here is GBPUSD. So GBPUSD has been bearish for a moment, for a while, as you can see here. So however, we've just been in this range for I think since the end of 2023, and we picked up here for a fake out, pulled back, collapsed. All right. So now technically we had actually created a supply level. We had created a supply level around here. So this was the supply level created here. And once again, if you want to know how we identify these supply levels and all these levels and these trend lines and all these zones that we keep marking, just make sure to find the link to my Telegram community and come and grab the course for yourself. All right. So it is totally worthwhile. Like you need to see the trades that we are smashing in the Telegram community, and this approach can be used across any financial instruments. In fact, we are actually trading derived synthetic indices as we speak. All right, so this approach works for practically every single thing. So let's just get into the business of the day. So now we've had this supply level that was created here, and then it wasn't really retested. You can see every single time we tried to, we would just range it and then we dropped it. All right, so now this was the actual pullback to test fill in the gap, right, and then grab some liquidity off of the supply level. And then I think this also lined up with the Fibonacci trade, play. You guys know me, I love my fibs. All right, so ideally this was as of the end of Thursday. We had this entry confirmation, which was this indecision candle. So bullish followed by indecision candle followed by bearish and engulfing is an entry, candlestick chart pattern, candlestick pattern rather. Sorry. So for me, we had this collapse. However, we had a a pullback. All right, so this was a total reversal of this progress made from here to here and just retraced. So now I can see that we did have some support at this level here. We found some support here. And now this is a 50-50 scenario in terms of where I stand, in terms of my bias. This is still a 50-50 scenario. This could easily blow up. This could easily, fall all the way down. However, from the look of things, from the technical standpoint here, we are actually still bearish, provided we stay below this bar here. All right. If you check my previous videos, you must have seen I had mentioned at some point that provided GBPUSD remains in this range, I have no business trading it. All right. I'll only be interested in this pair if we do break above this bar here, so that I know that we have clear space. We have space all the way to the upside. All right. In the event that this is due for a reversal, we will actually know, because the market will always leave hints and little clues here and there. So it is left for us as traders to try and spot these things and then act accordingly. So long story short, this was supply validated and then we actually reacted. So now this is still in a 50-50 point as it stands. This trade is still in progress. All right. So like I said, in the event that we do blow above this level here, now this will totally invalidate my bias and my trade position as we speak. However, from on the flip side, we have several things pointing to the downside concerning this pair here. So we have this trend line which seems to be showing structure. So this is the high, this is a lower high, lower low, lower high. Right? So ideally we ought to come in and put in at least an equal low before we actually think of reversing, or a lower low. However, we just came in here, we put inside a higher low, and we have not actually come in to put an equal low. So I'm actually looking out for an equal low on this pair. Hopefully the market gives us this week. All right, that's this coming week. So however, from as we speak, I'm still 50-50 on this pair. I'm 50-50 bearish, 50% to the downside, 50% to the upside. Now anything could happen at this point. All right, anything could happen. But judging from the technical analytics standpoint, we are actually still very, very bearish. And from the top-down analysis, we are still bearish. If you want to see how we do these things, just find the link in the description. We'll bring you straight to my Telegram community, and then you have to speak to me directly. All right, so that's just that for GBPUSD. I'm bearish on this guy. All right, my first level target is 1.25396, and in the event that we do break below this level here, we should actually see this guy bleed all the way to 1.2816. Reason being, the market moves from one liquidity point to the next liquidity point. All right, so now however, we seem to be having some sort of conflicting signal in the sense that this is a supply level play, this is a Fibonacci play, this is a lower high from this high. However, this is looking at like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, like the market came in here and bottomed. All right. So it's a 50-50, right? For this particular chart pattern here to be validated, we must see a break above. If indeed this is an ideal inverse head and shoulders pattern, because I'm not really a big fan of chart patterns forming on the lower time frame. I rather see this happen on the weekly. That way it is a lot more solid. All right. It holds more water than this happening on 4-hour time frame. I'm not confident in this 4-hour time frame inverse head and shoulders pattern. If anything, I'm not. This could actually be a minor pullback for a continuation, right? So I'm still very bearish on this guy, provided we stay below this bar and this yellow bar and this bar. Actually, my trades are still valid, provided that we stay below this yellow bar. In the event that we blow above this yellow bar here, now everything will be invalidated, and then we clear this bar here, then we could be due for a potential reversal all the way to the upside. All right, so that's just that about GBPUSD in a nutshell. So the next pair on my list now will be EURUSD. So hold on, that's not the chart. So this is EURUSD in a nutshell here. So ideally, similar setup to the cable GBPUSD. So it's just same thing, all right? Same thing that I was talking about on the cable. We have a downtrend here acting, right? We have a downtrend and a trend line acting. First touch, second touch, third touch, so the fourth touch, all right? Now this is still very bearish as we speak. The supply created here, validated. You can see the stop run, right? So it came to grab some liquidity, and then it dropped. All right, so far so good. This is still bearish. If you ask me, 50-50, like I said, provided we stay below this barrier. Now in the event that we blow above here, you guys know that the entire thing is invalidated. All right, so for me personally, I'm actually looking out for this level here. At least we should come in and put an equal low before we even think of reversing. That's how you need to look at this market. All right, now the reason as to why this pair pullback, I will explain closely at when we go to DXY, the dollar index. Now I just want to show you guys something real quick, how to spot demand. And or should I? No, don't worry. Just grab the course, and then you get to see all these things in detail. All right. So for me, I'm still bearish on the euro, provided we stay below this bar here. In the event that we actually come and break above here, then my bias would definitely change. All right. And as usual, I'll be here on YouTube to let you guys know how. Guys, I'm the town crier of Forex. I'll come on here and I'll shout it so that you can literally hear me and act accordingly, right? So now having said that, the bone of contention now is between this bar and this bar here. So as long as we remain in this range, I have no real business with this guy. In the event that we break below here, I'll be looking to short this guy to complete my take profit points here, which is at 1.0, actually rounded 1.077 as you can see. All right, so this is 50-50 for me, provided we stay below this bar here, provided we stay below 1.08600. This is a 4-hour time frame, by the way. So provided we stay below 1.08600, we should actually see this guy, melt all the way back to the downside. And then provided we break below here, we should see this guy drop further. However, in the event that this gets invalidated, because from look of things, this is even looking like an inverse this pattern, but still I'm not convinced because this is happening on a lower time frame. All right, the higher the time frame, the stronger and more solid and more authentic and more real and legitimate the chart pattern or reversal candlestick, whatever thing is. So from the look of things, I'm not really confident in this guy's inverse this pattern. Right, I feel like this was just a supply level, validation and then rotation to the downside. That is how I feel. So this was just a liquidity grab because we've seen this happen several times across each and every single financial instrument. We've seen it happen. So this is not the first time I'm seeing this thing happen. So by the way, I'm 50-50 bullish on Euro USD and bearish on Euro USD. All right. So thank you very much. And let's move on to the next pair, NZDUSD. Actually, I think if I check here, I should see. Okay, so this is NZDUSD. All right. So the NZDUSD on the other hand has a similar setup, like I said, has a similar setup to GBPUSD. Practically, the majors came in to test a level. Remember, I came on here to tell you guys that this pair had broken out. Yeah. I can remember I told you guys that, listen, this pair has broken out and it came back to retest. So I told you guys that what I was actually looking out for was a pullback, for a trade idea. And that was what happened. We've seen a pullback. All right. So this is where the pullback started from. So you can see this collapse. So we had this double top here. We had this break, and then we retested. This is a level that has been here for years. This is not just a level that came into play yesterday. It's been here for years, years and years, and it has been very solid. See, the market came on here, bounced, came on here, bounced, came on here, bounce, then eventually broke below. All right, so this is looking bearish from every. In fact, for NZDUSD, I'm actually 70% bearish on this guy and 30% bullish. Now, reasons as to why I took I love this trade idea was the validation for me. All right, so you can see here this was so make no mistake, this is just the first pullback. All right, so this first pullback was just to validate. You can see every single time we created supply here, we came back to validate it. All right, this was the supply created at this point here. You can see the supply drop. You came back to validate it. So now this pullback was just to fulfill technical levels. And typically, when the market doesn't fall in a linear format, it moves in waves. All right. So we've had a high, we've had a low, lower high, lower low, lower high here. So technically, we should see at least an equal low. That's why I'm still bearish on this NZDUSD, and I'm still very confident in my GBPUSD trade that it will still go bearish. All right. So long story short here. For you can see we came on here, we tested this level, played around with it for I think 8 hours, and then we gave in actually for 12 hours, right? And then we gave in a bearish engulfing for arc and entry here, stop loss is above the structure, and then you should target first level target here, then overall level target obviously at 0.5818. All right. So in the event that as far as we stay below this bar here, we are still very, very bearish on this guy. So my first target is 0.59385, and in the event that we break below it there, we should actually see NZDUSD heading for 0.58018. All right. So that's that for NZDUSD. If you did not take the trade, well, I'm sorry, because this looks like the boss has left the station already, right? So you just be patient for something else. I'm sure that there will be another opportunity sooner or later, but this is what it looks like at the moment. All right, we are actually still bearish on this guy, provided we stay below this yellow supply bar. All right, the supply bar is acting. You can see how far it pushed this one down, and typically whenever the market comes back to validate a supply level or a demand level, it tends to push the market further than the first supply level formation. All right, so that's exactly what's happening. So I'm actually going for the full drop. I'm not even going for, I'm going for the entire drop. Right, the entire drop. Talking over 200 pips collapse on NZDUSD. All right, so my first level target for this guy is 0.59395. All right, so if we do breach that level here, we should see the market drop to 0.580 18. All right, so that's that for NZD USD. So the next pair on my list should be AUD CHF. Now, AUD CHF is looking very, very promising. Those of you guys that love the Swiss franc pairs, it's looking very, very promising. Actually, we've had some difficulty breaking above this blue key level here, and we finally did. All right, we finally did. This was the breakout. This was the breakout we saw. Now, there's a confirmed breakout, no doubt. To get this out of the way, so we came in here to put a triple bottom here, and we've broken above this level here, and we are actually now started to point to the upside to the regions of 0.61500. However, like I said, supply and demand plays a key role in these financial markets. You cannot listen. You cannot ignore these principles and think that you're going to succeed just overnight. You have to take every single thing into consideration. Now, considering how this candlestick closed, I'm very skeptical about my bullish stance on this guy. However, I'm still very, very bullish on this guy, provided that we stay above this yellow bar. Now, would I take this kind of trade? Nah, because this is actually showing a very huge bearish presence here. This is a daily time frame. All right, so the market, this a whole day, the market picked here, and then it was forced back down. This is a pin bar as far as I'm concerned. This is a bearish pin bar. So if we can close below here and close below here, this guy is not due for a break. However, in the event that we stay above here, we kind of balance out, and then put in a 4-hour bullish engulfing candle. We should see this guy rally to 0.60109. All right, so that's my first level target for AUD CHF is 0.60109, provided that we stay above this level, right? Provided that we stay above this level here, 0.60109, provided we stay above this level, all right? So that, and this is also a Fibonacci play here lining up. Okay, so a lot of things are happening. So let's just see how the market tends to react here. If it balances out and then gives us a bullish 4-hour engulfing candle, then by all means go long on this guy. All right. So that's just that about AUD CHF. So I think I need to talk about NZD card. Yeah, so for NZD card, it has a very, very similar structure to NZDUSD. Now you get to understand the reason as to why I'm doing all these things when I get into the dollar index. All right. So without wasting any much time here, this is what NZD CAD looks like on a weekly time frame. So we had a breakout. We had a decent breakout on the weekly time frame, daily time frame, 4-hour time frame, practically all the time frames. Yeah. So this was the breakout here, and then this was the pullback. So I said to my Telegram community members, and then I came on here to tell you guys earlier. I said, listen, as the market has broken out like that, you need to wait for the market to pull back and then gives you some sort of entry confirmation whatsoever. Now, I know a lot of you guys went short at the sign of this bearish engulfing candle. Now, once again, you need to understand that we are still inside this level, and this is why you need to plot your levels carefully. That's why I strongly recommend my course. Come to my Telegram community and learn how to do these things by yourself. All right. If you being able to plot your levels carefully would determine if you're profitable or not. Because imagine coming to enter a trade when you've clearly seen that the market is still above your resistance level. All right, this could easily become support and rally all the way up. So why are you looking for a sell idea when you're sitting on a support? Think about it. Make it make sense. All right. So ideally, for me, what I'm waiting for to see on this guy is a break back down below here. All right. You can see that I have my bar here and my alert set because I'm not always on my screen. Okay, I have a job, so I'm not always on my screen. A 4-hour bearish engulfing close below here, below 0.81483 would be an ideal entry, criteria for me. Okay, you can see we came on here and then we tested, we came to just practically grab liquidity, and that was exactly what happened, and we've done that and we started to head to the downside. So I'm still not convinced. I'm not taking any trades, provided we stay above here. I'm not taking any trades. I will only be interested in this guy if we come and break below this my alert bar here. All right, that is the only time I'll be interested in taking sales on NZD card. Okay, now once that is in place. My first level target for NZD card will be obviously 100% retracement point, which is the 0.80677. Okay. Now, after that, we should actually see this guy collapse further to 0.79780. Sorry, guys. So after that, we should see this guy drop all the way to 0.79790. All right. So that's that about NZD card. Now, if you're the guy that likes to trade NZD card, by all means, wait for this to happen. It looks solid, looks juicy, it looks everything just lined up. All right. So wait for it carefully and patiently. As for oil, US oil looks very, very promising at the moment. We've had the, let me just say, hold on. So we had our breakout. The breakout that we waited for a very long time has finally happened. All right. So we are now seeing so the weekly candle has closed above this trend line, has closed above this yellow bar. All right. So it is now looking like it wants to go up. All right. It wants to rally. All right. It wants to come into 91, approximately $92 per barrel of oil. That is how it is looking. However, we don't just jump into trades because the candle is green. All right. So we must have entry criteria on ground, entry principles. All right. You must have these conditions. So these conditions are what practically guide your trading decision. Okay. So long story short, easy peasy. Once you break a level, you must come out to retest it now. Yeah. So, but for me, I would see this is too close to the support. So I would actually prefer if we still rally up, then pull back. All right. Or if you can rally higher a bit, just come higher and then pull back so you can balance out properly and give us a decent trend. We need to see a decent trend. All right. So in the event that we see a proper pullback and it will balance out at this level bar, at this yellow bar here at around 85.00 barrel, the dollar per barrel mark, we should actually see this guy rally to at least 93 $93 a barrel. All right, a pullback here and then a rally to these points. All right, so that's that about oil. So the last pair on my list now would be the dollar index. So now I want to carefully break down this dollar index for you guys to see exactly what's going on with the entire market. Now, if you're the one who's trading the dollar-based pairs and you think that the DXY is not important, you're playing games. So if you check my previous video, you will see that I actually said that we had this flag pattern here and we were looking like we are actually starting to reverse to the upside, like break out of this this flag pattern, and we've done just that. However, there was a recent high that the market failed to break above. Let me just put this where it is. All right, so we had a recent high that the market failed to break above. So on the flip side, there's this trend line. This was a trend line break, first retest here. Now we have several scenarios playing out here. So we had the breakout first retest, wasn't significant. All right, wasn't enough for this entire impulsive move. So the market had to rally some more and then pull back. So you see all these things happening here. You can see from swing low to swing high. Okay, this is exactly where the market came into. It came into tap. Then also it came in to fill up once again liquidity and demand levels. All right, demand level in the sense that this was the first demand level created here. The market rally, the market came back down again to test it, and upon testing it, it closed as a bullish pin bar, or as a bullish with a candle that has a lot of bullish pressure, because this closed all the way up here with a very small body and a very long wick. All right, that's a signal of strong bullish presence there. However, NFP numbers came, all right, and then this rallied up, then collapsed further. All right, now it is now looking like bearish guys are back again. So it is a 50-50 scenario at this point. However, from a technical standpoint, to be as present as possible, we do have a Fibonacci play going on here from swing low to swing high. You can see it clearly. All right, so now we have two things deciding this guy now. If the dollar index can stay above this yellow bar, we have hope. We have hope in a trend that is for the XAUUSD pairs to collapse. However, in the event that the dollar feels, well, it is unnecessary, I'm tired, I want to break below, the bone of contention will always be this trend line and this yellow bar. Should we clear these two solid solid criteria, we should actually see the dollar drop all the way back to this demand level, which is around 102.684. All right, so that's that for the euro dollar. This is what is has been responsible for the entire move. All right, however, on the flip side, this seems to be a double top. All right, seems to be a double top in the sense that we rallied, we hit a high, collapsed, come back again, hit another high. Now we have not collapsed all the way here, however, we failed to break above. Now this could also be a break and retest. So there's a lot going on here. So you just sit on the side. For me, I'm sitting on the side, waiting patiently until the market decides. Even if the SI wants to go above, it has to break. One thing that you need to understand that is that the market moves in waves. All right. So say you have the market moving in here. If the market wants to come up, it has to break this level anyway. It wants to drop, it has to break this level as well. So that is how you condition yourself and give yourself, a trading plan and say, fine, okay, this market, because if you look closely at what we have here and here, it's very, very similar. Okay, it's quite similar in the sense that you have this bullish, rejection, engulfing, bearish pin bar. In this case, bullish pin bar, but this is now the bearish pin bar forming. All right, so we could see a replay of what happened at this region here around the February highs. All right, in the event that we failed to stay above this yellow bar and this trend line, we could see a replication of what this was. All right, we could see this entire move playing out here again. All right, so that's just that for the dollar index. So once again, my name is Desmond Samuel, and if you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I leave a like and comment and tell me exactly what you think, and also talk about the pairs that you like me to talk about as well. Feel free to come to my Telegram community, send me emails if you want to learn how to trade. All right, I have your back covered. All right, so that's just that. That's my time. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Do not forget to subscribe. All right, bye, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.